Guys, just recently the True Powers channel has posted one more video on where Schoolboy visits Cyplenkov's gym, apparently for the first time. And of course, it wouldn't make sense if they wouldn't pull. And it's pretty interesting that they did because one of Denis Cyplenkov's main sparring partners is Alexei Tokarev, the same guy that Schoolboy has beat in his last super match. So it's pretty interesting that he got together with Cyplenkov. And now onto their pulling, they do a little warming up first, and then they start pulling slowly. Cyplenkov tries holding him a little bit outside of straps, don't manage to, so they put the straps on. And on the straps things change a little, since Denis is able to use back pressure and then make this much harder to Schoolboy. And something also worth noticing is Denis grabbing low onto Schoolboy's hand. And you know, something also worth noticing here is the fact that they're pulling slow. Because when you're using explosiveness, a pull can be totally different. But once you're not using surges or explosiveness, you're relying on your static strength. Strength of which, we do know that Denis Cyplenkov has a lot. Even not being on his prime, if he has a stop match, it is pretty tricky getting out of there. And that's what we saw happening with Schoolboy. So then Schoolboy gets up and gets behind his shoulder. Exactly what he did against Tokarev, but this time with the cupped hand. And I must say it's pretty wild to see Schoolboy's frame in that position. Like once he gets behind his shoulder, he just looks enormous. And then Denis gives it to him. You know, pretty interesting pull, pretty interesting practice. Like we can clearly see that when Denis is pulling slowly, he has a ton of static strength to work with, alongside grabbing low and back pressure. So then I ask you guys, who do you guys think would be a good match for Denis Cyplenkov if he were to pull this year?